Welcome to the Daily Quiz Podcast. Today's category is Science and Nature. Let's get to it. Question 1. What was the name of Alexander the Great's famous horse? The answer is Bucephalus.
Bucephalus, the famous horse of Alexander the Great, was not just any ordinary horse. According to legend, Bucephalus was so wild and untamed that no one could ride him. However, Alexander noticed that the horse was afraid of his own shadow and turned him towards the sun so he couldn't see it. This calmed Bucephalus down and allowed Alexander to mount him for the first time. From then on, they were inseparable companions throughout Alexander's conquests.
Question 2. What flower is depicted on the flag on India? The answer is the lotus.
The lotus flower holds great significance in Indian culture and is often associated with purity, enlightenment, and rebirth. It is also the national flower of India and can be seen depicted on various symbols, including the country's flag. The lotus is known for its ability to grow in muddy waters and emerge as a beautiful bloom, symbolizing the idea of rising above adversity to achieve greatness.
Question 3. What is the largest species of penguin? The answer is emperor.
The emperor penguin is not only the largest species of penguin, but it's also the only penguin species that breeds during the harsh Antarctic winter. These flightless birds can withstand temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius and huddle together in groups to conserve warmth. They also have a unique way of incubating their eggs by balancing them on their feet and covering them with a warm layer of skin called a brood pouch.
Question 4. What's the curved line between any 2 points on a circle? The answer is an arc.
Did you know that the word arc comes from the Latin word arcus, which means bow or arch? This is fitting since an arc is a curved line that resembles the shape of a bow. In fact, ancient civilizations used bows and arrows for hunting and warfare, so it's possible that they were inspired by the shape of arcs in nature.
Question 5. What are the units of measurement for force? The answer is Newton.
Did you know that the unit of measurement for force, the Newton, is named after Sir Isaac Newton? He was a famous physicist who developed the laws of motion and gravity. The Newton is defined as the amount of force required to accelerate a mass of 1 kilogram at a rate of 1 meter per second squared.
Question 6. What name is given to a female calf? The answer is heifer.
Did you know that the term heifer actually comes from the Old English word heifer, which means a young female cow that has not yet had a calf? In some cultures, heifers were considered sacred and were used in religious ceremonies. Additionally, heifers are often used for breeding purposes and can produce milk once they have given birth to their first calf.
Question 7. Which Scottish engineer was the first to use horsepower? The answer is James Watt.
James Watt, the Scottish engineer who developed the steam engine, was also the first person to use horsepower as a unit of measurement. He needed a way to compare the power output of his steam engines to that of horses, which were commonly used at the time. Watt determined that one horse could do 33,000 foot-pounds of work per minute and used this as a standard for measuring power.
Question 8. In what conditions do thermophilous plants thrive? The answer is warm or sunny.
Thermophilous plants are those that thrive in warm or sunny conditions, and they have some fascinating adaptations to survive in such environments. For example, some thermophilous plants have thick leaves with waxy coatings to prevent water loss, while others have deep roots that can reach underground water sources. Additionally, many thermophilous plants rely on pollinators like bees and butterflies to reproduce, making them important contributors to local ecosystems.
Question 9. What type of hook and eye fastening was invented by Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral in 1948 and introduced commercially in 1958? The answer is Velcro.
Did you know that the inspiration for Velcro came from a walk in the woods? Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral noticed how burrs stuck to his dog's fur and decided to investigate further. He discovered that the burrs had tiny hooks that attached to loops in fabric, leading him to invent Velcro, a hook and loop fastening system that revolutionized the world of textiles.
Question 10. Which is the largest aquatic bird? The answer is albatross.
The albatross is not only the largest aquatic bird, but it also has the longest wingspan of any bird in the world, reaching up to 11 feet. These majestic birds are known for their ability to fly long distances without flapping their wings, using a technique called dynamic soaring to ride wind currents over the ocean. They can travel thousands of miles in a single journey and have been known to circumnavigate the globe multiple times.
Question 11. Who invented the world's first electronic pocket calculator in 1972? The answer is Sir Clive Sinclair.
Sir Clive Sinclair, the inventor of the world's first electronic pocket calculator in 1972, was known for his eccentricities. He once arrived at a press conference riding a unicycle and wearing a suit made entirely out of gold-colored material. Despite this, his invention revolutionized the world of mathematics and paved the way for modern-day calculators.
Question 12. Which is the largest of the migratory animals? The answer is the whale.
The blue whale is not only the largest animal on Earth, but it's also the largest migratory animal. These gentle giants can travel up to 10,000 miles each year between their feeding and breeding grounds. Despite their massive size, they feed on tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill and can consume up to 4 tons of them per day.
Thanks for joining us on this scientific journey. We hope you had a natural talent for trivia and didn't feel too out of your element. Remember, knowledge is power, so keep exploring the world around you. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Until tomorrow, stay safe and farewell for now. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. See the show notes page for sources and credits. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.